It's a beautiful ancient district from what I've seen, but I've only been here 2 days. So I have driven past the CBD area, so it's quite clear that there's a huge bustling dynamic aspect to the district, but at the same time so many ancient relics being preserved as well and maintained. I think that's the thing that stands out the most about Huangpu district. So my understanding is that since the Tang and Song dynasties, Huangpu has been an important port, not only in China but for the world as well, for the maritime ancient Silk Road. And then the port has obviously changed location throughout time. So went to the modern port, and you can see how it's still an extremely important hub for trade within China and internationally. A lot of the containers that I saw are obviously going abroad. I think it's being able to interact with the relics, or at least go inside and experience what life might have been like, say, 100 years ago. Like I went into the barber shop and nothing's changed. It looks beautiful. And seeing the well, the ancient well within Shenzhen village as well, getting to see people still use the well today. So, you know, it's still having an impact on their lives today. But I think protecting and maintaining the relics can really help when it comes to real revitalisation and revitalising villages in general. Like if you want to learn more about your country's history, then you should, you can come to places like this. I've had roast goose before, I've had charlotte, but I don't know if I've eaten Shenzhen charlotte. So now I have eaten Shenzhen charlotte. It was really good. I would say dynamic, because there's lots of change taking place as well. But at the same time, if I say dynamic, then it doesn't really suggest that there's lots of preservation, but there is. So I'm going to say dynamic, but dynamic with preservation. Because if you only had modern developments, or you only had CBD areas, or you only had new glass buildings, there wouldn't be much of a soul, to be honest, yeah. Whereas you just walk through the villages here and you can feel the soul and the heritage of Huangpu. So yeah, I think that's very important. I come from a city that tries to do the same back in England. We try to preserve a lot of the older buildings as best as possible, and Huangpu does a very, very good job. But I try as often as possible to add some humour, because people are quite similar all around the world, to be honest. Like, even though our cultures are different, we can still laugh at the same things.